Over the past few years, investing has gone mainstream. Everyone is talking about gold, stocks, or crypto. Even in the group chats, the kind of group chats where people normally send memes or NSFW pictures. But now, everyone is just talking about ETF, DCA, or all-in nonsense. Suddenly, people who can't even get a job at McDonald's are debating a $1 trillion market. I was having a meme war in a Discord server a few weeks ago, and all of a sudden a guy jumped in and said, "Have you guys heard about Bitcoin ETF?" And just like that, the whole conversation derailed into investing. That pissed me off so much. Because the name of the Discord server is called Investment for Dummies, it should be strictly for memes and Google pictures. If you want to have a genuine money talk, you should go to OnlyFans. Seriously though, I actually think it's a good idea young people start to think about investing. At least they're buying investment funds instead of $5,000 online courses that teach you how to become a millionaire overnight. And the younger you start investing, the better. No, I'm not talking about the power of compounding shenanigans. The reason being, the younger you start investing, the sooner you will learn the fact that you are not an investment genius who can quadruple your money by just listening to some financial gurus. 90% of beginners will eventually lose money. And there is really no better way to learn investing than letting reality teach you the lesson. It's much cheaper to pay that tuition with a few $100s you earn mowing someone's lawn than with your entire savings account, your kid's education fund, and a loan on your house. Seriously, do not take out a loan for investing. Go for a casino. Investing is like sex. The first time usually hurt, but eventually you will learn to appreciate the experience and get better. And sometimes, if it's in good mood, the market will be like, "Oh, you are doing so great. Your first time? You are absolutely incredible. You're so good at this." Do not believe it. Everyone's first time will suck. People should praise their first time sucks, actually. Because the longer they hold the false idea that they are being an investment genius, the harder the reality will punch them in the face eventually. Look, if you really want to jump into investing and lose money, that's 100% your freedom. But please do it using your own judgment. What drives me nuts are people blindly following those so-called investment masters. It's as if they've cracked the code to the money printing machine, and all you have to do is just copy them in order to succeed. That's just not how the market works. If you don't understand what you are investing and why you are investing it, any money you earn with luck, you'll eventually lose it with your intelligence. So hopefully, after the first, second, or third failure, you'll finally learn the lesson and realize that it's actually better to give your money to a pig butcher scheme than to stock market. At least with a pig butchering scheme, you might experience a kind of love you will never find anywhere else. Seriously guys, if you haven't tried a pig butcher scheme, highly recommend. Just know how to do edging though. Because the fun part is in the beginning. Once you pay them the money, they're gone. Of course, some people may get taught the lesson 1,000 times and still refuse to learn. Honestly, that's fine too. Because money in their hands is probably not safe anyway. The market is very good at redistributing it into someone else that has a better use of it. There are 3 critical moments in investing. Number 1 is when you buy, number 2 is how long you hold, and number 3 is when to sell. Most people only talks about when to buy, but the other 2 decisions are way more important. The buy price determines your cost. Holding determines your psychological pressure. And selling determines your actual profit and loss. Buying is very simple. You watch a few videos, you go on Robinhood, and you just swipe your credit card. Holding requires extreme dedication, and selling requires emotional control. The biggest difference between beginners and experienced investors isn't intelligence, it's psychology. The most profitable investors in the past decade aren't some nerds who graduated from Harvard doing day trading, but someone who bought Bitcoin 10 years ago and just forgot about it until recently. If they were actively trading, looking at the chart every day, and trying to find the next big thing, they would be way worse off by now. When price goes up, most people celebrate like they're Warren Buffett. And when price goes down, it's like their world is ending. The principle of investing is very simple. Buy low, sell high. But most people do the opposite. Most people are not psychologically prepared for investing. Statistically speaking, 80% of the people will lose money in the stock market. It's extremely unlikely for a normal person to beat the market itself. So oftentimes, the best strategy for people is to just buy index fund and forget about it. So in summary, Here are 5 tips if you really want to jump into investing. Number 1, start young. Number 2, use money you can afford to lose. Number 3, use your own judgment. Number 4, buy low, sell high. And lastly, if it happens that you lose everything, before you find a bridge, hopefully you still have a few dollars left to grab a cup of coffee from Starbucks. And when the barista gives you a smile, you might realize that not everything is about investing, and life is still worth living, even when you are poor. And that, my friend, will be the most important lesson you can learn. So thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, and comment if you enjoyed it. This is Dutch Bachelor. I'll see you next time.